That's perfect. Hey, just so everyone knows, we are currently live. What up? I'm GM Matt. I made a thing, and some people were like, yeah, my Thursdays are open." Um, this is the world that was promised. It is D&D 2014 edition. Um, and we're just some people who run a server, and sometimes we just want to take a break and play the game that we love. Those people in no particular order are hi, it's me, I'm Matt. That's who I am. Also, we have Dobby.
Hello, I play Rolo.
That's right. That's right. I believe we only have one person left at the moment.
Oh, I play Veridity. My name is Adri, and he is back.
Oh,
I'm
just
here.
kidding. And then we have one more person.
Howdy, y'all. I'm Jacob, aka Star. I play Theron.
That's right. This is a ongoing campaign. If you're a little bit behind and you're looking in Twitter and you're like, well, what the heck? There's nothing here. Good news is it's all on YouTube. Find us on YouTube the same way you found us here, by pure magic. No, just kidding. There is a link to the YouTube on Twitch. I think if not, tell me about it. I'll tell you. I'll get you there. But yeah, our players kind of left just getting done with a fight. They just got a boatload of money, gold to be exact. And they're still within like this weird fairground. Some fun homebrew rules. Whoever does the recap gets an advantage die. And if I ever mute myself on accident, all the players get an advantage die. So I'm trying to get better at that. Uh, but who would like the recap advantage die?
So where we left off was that the party, we ended up with a fight from the guards from town, the ones who originally called us Reds and Greens. And
My
one of
cat loves me. That's all I remember.
as we were fighting, there was this one character, I can't remember his name.
Tom.
He, huh?
Tom.
Tom.
His name was Tom.
Victor or Tum? One or the other.
Tom. Okay. Tom, every time you hit him, his blood was like dangerous. Unsure what it was. Still unsure. So at some point I think he imploded, right? Or exploded, one of the two. And the rest of the guards ended up running away as Rolo started sniping them off, picking them off with his Eldritch Blast. But yeah, we signed a deal with what's his face? Hold on, let me pull up my notes real quick.
Wineborn?
What? His name was Winelorn. Gret Winelorn. We made a deal with him to go pick up Cup, I think, was from this weird place. We met Sir Nile, who was a cool dude, an old adventurer.
Doesn't he have a ring that makes him...
He also has a ring that makes him look younger and not fucked up. But yeah, besides that, the contract is a grab and return, to be specific. It's a difficult mission. If we complete it, we all get 10,000 gold each. Real gold, no tricks, and all this must reflect upon this book, which we do not know about.
It's just magic book.
Yeah, I mean, any old book, it could be anything, really.
But yeah, notes for the win.
Nice. Yeah, take an advantage die. I will factor in there was a name for what Tum had. Does anyone remember what it was?
Bliss. Bliss.
Dobby's in. Dobby's locked in. Absolutely bliss. Whatever it is, you don't know the fine details yet, but Tum apparently had bliss. Victor, Dobby, you seem locked in. Do you remember who Victor was?
Victor was the guy that we first had an issue with when we got across the bridge, claiming the one that started coloring that he wants the greens and the reds. Well, mainly the reds. And we managed to get through the gate before they closed it, and I hit them with shatter there. And then I guess he was now trying to come collect again and failed miserably and got four, five Eldritch Blasts in the ass.
Yep. As
Yeah.
they ran away, you just kept sending them. So yeah, there we go. That's a pretty great recap, guys. I think with the team effort, I will give. Obviously, Jacob, you earned your D20. You earned your advantage, but with a team effort, I will give a D12 worth of dice that the rest of you can split up however you would like.
Everybody want D4? Everybody want a D4?
I would exclude Jacob from that because he gets
Wow,
his
that's
own
kind of messed up,
advantage.
bro. What did I do?
He
You
gets
have a
his own.
D20,
Yep.
That I earned.
and I figured me and Verenity could have a D6.
Wow.
All I mentioned
Wow.
was my cat.
It's crazy.
Ooh, yeah. Wait, we could just give it to Obsidian. Speaking of Obsidian,
I'll give my D6 with Obsidian.
Obsidian does drop his second Viges, and there is just a singular Obsidian behind you, Veridity. Rolo, you are still currently trapped within your ball bearing marble hellhole you created for yourself. I believe you actually leaped over it, so just kidding. I think you did. No, you leaped in it.
Star leaped over it because
God,
he's now holding the head.
See, what I need to do is just send Dobby all my notes so he can remember everything for me.
I'll take that advantage die, by the way.
Damn.
You know what? For correcting me, I will take yours. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah. So Theron was holding the head of Jess, actually. Another guard who you guys went, this guy's blood's fucked up. And there was one guard left who didn't have the sense to run away. And you guys went, what happens if we put her head in blood? And it started talking.
She seemed worried. She seemed.
I don't know what you're talking about. She was just laughing. But we pick up at that exact moment as Jess's eyes kind of roll upwards, looking at you, Theron. What the hell?
Howdy.
What's going on?
I would love for you to explain this.
Her eyes frantically looking around until they stop and freeze and get really wide.
You good?
That's what? That's my body. What?
Yes, it is.
Like, what's happening?
You sacrificed yourself for your lord, got your body blasted apart. I was curious about. I wanted to do a science experiment with your head, and now you're talking to me.
That's incredibly fucked up. As her smile just reaches the top of her cheekbones.
So, do you want to explain how you are breathing? Because I'm curious. What is this bliss business?
She just laughs. You what do you mean you don't know about Bliss? How long have you been here?
Not long enough to know what the fuck you're talking about, so I would appreciate an explanation.
Some, something's wrong here. We're every now and then we, we don't know why. We just some people just stop hurting. But that it goes further. You stop hurting. You can't feel pain. Everything seems fine. It, and then the next thing you know, you're on the ground, smiling, laughing, giggling. Why? I kind of get it now, though.
Theron's just like, well, I don't. So I'm gonna need you to start answering my question because you're just talking in circles.
I don't know what bliss is, man. You know it when you see it, and I don't know what Tom did to deserve it. Honestly, I don't know why you did what you did to me, but honestly, I couldn't care less, really. Just kind of, I'm happy I did what I did.
What, jump in front of the blast?
Yeah.
Personally, it's a little dumb. Because
Who
I'm
gives?
pretty sure he's bleeding out still. Because, like, we still took, like, 6 shots on that guy.
But not 7, right? Not
I don't know.
7.
I'm pretty sure I heard that motherfucker die in the distance.
No, he's gonna be okay. He's gotta be
No,
okay.
I'm pretty sure he's dead.
What about you? Are you okay?
Me? Fuck yeah, I'm great.
Good.
When I go home, I'm just gonna fucking throw your head into a fire and call it a day.
You know, they say that's a pretty okay way to go, really. They say there's a lot worse. It would be nice to be warm too.
You know, I've always wanted my own talking head, though.
I'm gonna object to this.
No, hold on.
What was just
You ever heard of Mir? It's a Nordic thing. So there's like this Nordic guy who's very smart, but he's only a talking head.
I don't think this person's very smart.
It'll be interesting.
I don't want a talking head or a base.
I don't mind.
I don't want to fall asleep next to a fucking talking head.
You won't fall asleep next to it. I'll put
Yeah,
it.
because I'll stay awake.
It'll be like a watch.
That thing's high off its brains.
That's fine. We have like our own grenade right now.
I'm just kind of happy, is all.
Okay, so
at this point, can we say Rolo is kind of like just kicking the ball bearings? And slowly
Yeah.
walking towards-
Rolo, you've kicked out plenty of ball bearings.
He's more or less
it's
going to like snatch the head.
Hell no. I'm holding on to that head. Hell no. This is my toy.
opposing roll.
would you guys like to attempt to hand joust for this talking head?
Sure.
Okay, so here's Rolo. What were you thinking? Do you see like as you reach, he would like pull away?
Mm-hmm.
Do you still want to go for it?
Sure.
Okay. Um, rules be damned. It's just dexterity versus dexterity.
Saving throw or
Just
I think it's
straight.
just a dexterity.
Yep, just straight.
damn.
That'll be a 12.
I see a 12 on the board. What are we thinking, Rolo? What do we get? Ooh.
What do you roll?
21. Theron, you kind of do one of the like
Hold on,
switch.
hold on. I'm gonna
Uh-oh.
use my D20.
There's no way you're
He
wasting.
says, I'm
I'm
using
gonna
that
use
advantage
my D20.
right now over a juggling match. All right, let's see it there.
Fuck.
Okay.
So my
you got any art to share, or did you do anything? I don't think so, actually. Just kidding. That's off the board. As a reminder, if you share some art, whether you drew it, AI drew it, or you hired someone to draw it, doesn't matter. If you post some, I give you advantage as well. But as you kind of flop the head to one of your hands, you do catch it, but the hand of Rolo kind of hits that weird wrist button and makes you let go, and then it grabs it and pulls it back. Rolo, you are now the owner of Jess. Well, Jess's head, to be precise.
Rolo is going to walk over to the fire, seeing how freaked out everybody was about it, and just drop it.
can I try and shoot it out of his shoot it so it falls away from the fire?
Why do you want that? You've lost this check already.
Hold on. I lost it hit from snatching it. I can try and save it now.
I would say, here's what I got for you. You're a smart enough guy. These are your guns. You made them. You know how this works. You're looking at this angle. Rolo, go ahead. Put yourself by that fire.
Are you
trying to
about to
save my
burn
guy
yourself?
No,
Hold on, I got it. Let me do it.
F is flip.
Oh, there we go.
You guys did not do the tutorial, bro.
No, I did not do this tutorial.
You did
not
the
do the
tutorial?
I did not do this tutorial.
That was the entire point. You do the tutorial.
But you look at this fire, you look at Rolo. There is a chance that you miss this shot and you hit Rolo instead. But I will leave that up to you. It is a DC 18.
Jacob.
I could hit that.
Jacob.
I can
A
hit
miss, a miss hits Rolo.
that. I could hit this. Rolo, I'm
You
sure.
do not have your advantage die anymore.
I don't need it.
If you
Hold on.
fuck up,
Uh-huh.
I don't approve of this message.
Kids, I don't
Rolo.
approve of this message. Win-win.
That'd be above board. Would you be mad if I took this roll?
only one way to find out, huh?
Yeah, damn right. Damn right, Dobby. That's how you play the game.
All right. I'm
If
cracking
it
a
helps,
shot.
if it helps,
Yeah.
Jacob, SRPS says win-win.
Win-win.
If you miss the shot,
Mm-hmm.
you lose 10 stars.
Oh, that's crazy. All right, I'm not missing that. All right. Gotta have confidence in yourself. That's how I won the big
decided. He has. That's how you won the big cup. But this isn't just booze. This is a friend.
24.
24.
You're still shooting that.
Yes, but so the weird thing about Bliss is that they don't die. Like, they just bleed.
As Rolo kind of drops this head and it separates from Rolo's fingers just for a second, you send a bullet, and like the cue ball when playing pool, you hit it at just the right angle, and instead of landing in the fire, it rolls just enough to hit this log and roll over here. In fact, let's get the blob. Let's get the blob. Blob. That is Jess's head.
Toji's.
Now. Mister. I love the enthusiasm, but you can't move until we are essentially within quote unquote combat. We're in an encounter here. Your action was now to shoot that head. Would you like to use some movement?
5, 20, 25, 30, 35.
What do I have?
I have 40. 40. 40. Yep, here.
That ends your turn. Because he's closest. Actually, no, screw that. Veridity. You and Obsidian are seeing this take place. What would you like to do?
Obsidian.
Obsidian. I'm gonna call out fetch. I'm gonna point at the head.
Oh, damn. Okay. Okay.
And now your
Um,
cat has bliss.
I wouldn't do that.
What do you mean?
If a drop of that blood gets on your cat's dead.
Okay, so no fetch.
no fetch? Are you sure?
No fetch. Matt, shut up.
I'm okay with it. I'm just
I
saying.
thought about that. Good job, Dobby. Good call. I totally thought I forgot
I
about that.
should have kept my mouth shut.
No, I totally forgot about that. Oh, she would have been so sad. She would have been so sad to see her cat
just
explode.
get the cat.
Jacob, you're the one. Can you count how far away that is from me?
Well, technically, so you can't unless because going over obstacles is like an additional.
Hold on.
15 feet.
Wait. She's actually on the other side of those benches because she was undercover.
Ah,
That's
yes.
right. Yeah, she's technically like, yeah, right here-ish.
Okay, so that means she doesn't have to go through.
No,
okay,
she's
so
like 5, 10, 15, 20,
5, 30.
25 feet away, maybe.
You're good. You're good enough to get there. You're like 30 feet away.
Okay. So can I go towards it?
Yes, but be
Uh,
careful.
I'm not touching it. I never
Don't
said I was
touch the
touching it.
blood. That's what I'm like. I need you to understand that.
Viridity.
Keywords.
You are looking at the head, the recently severed talking head of Jess. You, at the moment, just based off how things went, you're the first one there. You would see Rolo a little bit confused, stunned, and then figuring out what's happening, and you see Theron just elbow to back, and then elbow to chest, racing over towards his head. What would you like to do?
Can I pick up the head and put it in the fire without touching the blood?
You can. That's your action. However, I would give Dobby a reaction. Sorry, Dobby. My apologies. I would give Rolo a reaction to that.
Sure, it's fine.
I wouldn't react. I would just make sure Theron couldn't do anything to stop it.
I was gonna say, is your
accomplishing the same
reaction
goal.
gonna be to give him disadvantage if he tries to do something here?
I'm firing again.
Actually, hold on. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm a cast hold person.
Hot
Hold
damn.
up. Okay. Above table? No. Do not cast a spell on me for a silly thing. I will miss and I won't shoot. Promise you that. Do not cast a spell. For the love of God.
So here's the deal. We've already shot at each other. Casting a spell seems on par. However, above table, if we want to resolve this in a quick scene, we absolutely can. If not, I'm totally cool with letting mechanics take over. But essentially, Viridity scoops it up within ease, goes to put it in the fire. Rolo notices what's happening, and Theron seems distraught about it. And the head just looks at you and goes, "That's fine. I love being warm."
Oh God.
Goodbye. We drop it in the fire.
Okay. Our only two actions left is a reaction from Rolo. Rolo, you feel Theron coming up, and then Theron, I'll give you disadvantage on anything you would like to do.
Oh no. Theron knows if he shoots at Viridity, he'll die. Now
that one will be a command spell.
Theron's just like in his brain, he's just hearing
That'll be a straight level inflict wounds.
As the tenseness kind of fades, you guys actually, the first person to notice it is actually probably Theron. Obsidian could not be closer, like tucked to Viridity's leg and like just staring at you. It's they're not quite full blown like appendages yet, but like the tentacles on his back are like looking and shaking at you. But Jess's head kind of looks and goes, "Ah, that's actually nice. Good luck on whatever." And like little bits of her jaw start to burn and melt. "Whatever he had you doing." And then it pops into dust and is gone.
Well, my toy, it's gone. At least we know how to kill these things, though, in the future. Fire.
At this point, Rolo doesn't take kindly to being in the facility being possibly shot at. He's going to look at Theron with the crossbow in his face, like, "Don't try me again."
Wow. Well, you took my toy.
I'm actually
No,
love
I
to see
saved
it.
your ass.
I don't know. I think we could have had some wild adventures with a
With a coked out head.
exactly.
At this point, Rolo is going to turn to Verenity, like, "Sorry for threatening your husband," and just, like, walk off.
I do the same every day. Every day.
Rolo obviously goes and admires his marbles more. Clearly, I think that's where his mind was going.
I didn't throw the marbles. One of the guards did.
You couldn't be more correct.
Am I the DM or you?
Jesus
There-
Christ.
There's no way of knowing. Dobby has the greatest memory of all time. Stepping out from her tent, Madame Tulip just kind of looks, and her hands are in just a little clap, little golf, fingers to palm. Huh. Not too bad.
I forgot this woman existed.
I assume they're gone, and I'm going to go to bed, I think, but you all have to leave early in the morning, but if you want to wake up earlier, I'll be waiting.
Theron's just gonna like perk up and be like, "Didn't you want to speak to us after this?" I don't know. There was like a little miniature challenge you gave us before these fancy guards came into play.
I just let you know they were coming.
Well,
She puts her arms in this really particular, as if they are holding maybe a small box, but using both hands to hold it. And she just looks at you. She goes, I wish we could talk more, but at the current moment, I do have to go to bed. It's quite late. But you should wake up early and find me. I have some interesting things to tell you.
well, all right. Have a good night. Question mark.
Her hands out, and like as if you were arrested and they didn't put your hands behind you, they're just in front of you holding some sort of invisible object. Yeah, let's all have a good night. Do you guys have a place to sleep tonight?
I think the ground's fine for me, but I'm pretty sure the miss over there might kill me if I said that.
Both of her hands kind of point over towards the sleepy lion, and she goes, "It's not a great place, but the sleepy lion's okay."
Well, I appreciate your patronage. What do you think, guys?
I'll go to bed. Bedtime. Before I
Rolo just
kill
shrugs his
you.
shoulder. He still ain't talking to you right now.
You caused this.
I suppose.
See, this is Rolo not. It's been a while since he's taken a couple drags, so he's sobered out and he's not.
They're
Having
withdrawals.
The
Yeah.
world
Going
gets
through withdrawals
way
right now.
too
That's
real.
crazy.
It gets way too real. Yeah.
Everything's way too real right now.
The area becomes quite empty. Goodbye, Tom. Goodbye, sir. And you guys are met with a completely empty fairgrounds. Veridity, where would we like to go first?
I'm gonna go Sleepy Lion.
Okay.
Go bed.
Heading towards the Sleepy Lion, you're met with an interesting cast of characters. There is a gnome who's on a table with a mug about as big as him, and he's holding it with one hand, and the other one is just bracing it. He has spilt 13 times since you've taken 3 steps into this place, and he looks at you and goes, "Hey, hey, what are you doing here?"
Is this is that just like a patron, or is it like is it the person who would be renting out the room?
You're
giving
not
us a
quite
place?
sure. It's just the gnome who pointed at you and spilt a bunch of ale.
I'm gonna look over at my husband.
Oh, I'm nowhere near you.
You're within eyesight, bro.
Oh, I guess. Like across the way.
You're not gonna go over to your wife?
At the moment, I'm trying to go talk to my friend.
Your friend doesn't like you, bro.
Ah, no shit.
No shit, he says.
Your wife's about to not like you if you don't come over here and deal with the gnome.
Deal with the gnome is crazy. Theron will pop over.
As the gnome looks at you, he goes, "Strong silent type. That's cool. That's cool. You guys are here for what? Drinks, food, beds, drinks. That's all we got.
That sounds good to me.
Which one? There were a lot of options."
Beds.
He puts 4 gold pieces on the table, and he's like, "I'll take all 3."
I'm pretty sure there's 4. No, I said beds. No, I said drink. Okay. And he takes your gold and he just does like a little everything symbol to someone in the back. They start cooking and pouring. And this guy kind of walks over to, like, it's a commons area. There are no walls, there is no separation, but he just kind of like shoos. There's a handful of dwarfs who are like hiding underneath a big blanket. They're like, hey, yeah, you don't pay nothing for that. And he like shoos them out and he goes, "Okay, so this one's the ladies." And he goes over to the one next to it, and it does seem to be empty until he pulls it up and a giant wind comes out of it. And he goes, "And this one for the gentleman."
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Much appreciated.
Mm-hmm. Our gods will be watching. They're kind of, they're big dudes. They're nice dudes. They don't dog a whole bunch. And he kind of points to 2 orcs on either side of the big tent, and they all just kind of nod. He goes, "And trust me, if anything ever goes wrong, the fairgrounds is liable, so you won't lose nothing and nobody and stuff. We like our jobs."
Heard. I'm gonna go lay down.
They have insurance, is what I just heard.
Okay.
I'm gonna go drink and eat some food.
Sure. Rolo, where do we find Rolo?
Rolo is actually going to he's going to come over here by one of the fires.
Sure.
And he is going to cast Tiny Hut because it stays active
Nice.
until he leaves said little sphere that it creates, and nobody can see in it, but he can see out it.
Absolutely.
And then he's going to sit down and roll a big fat one because he's too sober for this shit.
Yeah, you kind of roll it up. You know that rolling up yourself doesn't get you to speak with your deity at all. But it gives you some sort of comfort. It gives you a warmth. From time to time, it gives you like too much warmth, like a desert heat almost. And as long as you take a break, it kind of like even keels back out. But yeah, any idea what your tiny hut looks like?
It just creates like a dome.
Oh my god. Yo, Dobby. Or I meant Rollo. What if it looks like a bunch of like tapestries just pieced together? You know, with like the moon's symbols and everything.
I like that idea. That's exactly what it looks like.
I liked
Ye-
dome.
Yep. It is a dome just covered
Looks
in
like a pothead's
tapestry
house. That's what I'm
of
saying.
of all different things to just like look at and get lost in and think, yeah, what if, you know? And as you kind of drift away for the night, your eyes kind of close, you feeling the warmth from the fire. Maybe it's the warmth from the herb that you kind of like inhaled. But all three of our characters find themselves a little bit of rest after a weird,
Aw.
crucial day, except for Obsidian. But we can talk about him later. Um,
Before we move on,
mhm.
Theron wanted to go outside and offer a drink to roll.
As you kind of step outside, two ales in hand, or what do you get? I'm not going to take that away from you. What does Theron get?
Theron gets the nicest glass that he could think of, or that he could find, or at least, if anything, the big cup.
I'm sorry. Do you want to spend some big money and get a second big cup?
I don't think I have to spend money on the big cup. I think
No, no,
isn't
no.
it I
You
get
you yourself have a big cup. But are you going to
yeah.
spend the big money to get Rolo a big cup?
No,
I think he's saying
I'm
that
gonna use
he's
my
gonna use his
own
own big
big
cup
cup.
for roll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You head up to the bar with your big cup, and you just see this bartender drop facade for a second. Go, here's a big cup.
Yeah. I would also
Uh,
like 2 glasses with that. That would also be appreciated.
that's bending the rules a little bit.
He slides 2 gold pieces. Mm-hmm.
Bending them just right. All right. He fills up the big cup and he looks at you and goes, so are you celebrating, apologizing, or just looking to have fun?
2 of those options.
All right, all
Potentially.
right. Okay, hopefully not the apologizing one, because that sucks. He looks, it's about halfway filled.
So yeah, I'll take the big cup and my 2 extra small cups, and I'll go outside to Rolo's tiny hut. I'll
Uh, you head outside, and Rolo is nowhere to be seen.
oh, I can't see him.
You can't see him.
Oh well.
No. The description says they can see it, but they can't see through it.
But yes,
But
but
I
you
can.
yourself are not seen.
Oh, okay. Now I get what you're saying.
Mhm.
But my character has to be able to discern a fucking pothead's tent. Like, come on.
Well, no, you see the
Uh,
tapestries.
Exactly.
there are so many tents. There are so many people who have like makeshift made a thing. Why don't you roll me an intelligence?
Oh God.
Oh god.
Jesus Christ. This is a nightmare.
Nightmare
0.
rolls. All
I
right,
rolled a
all
0.
right.
Can I roll perception?
Roll me a perception. I'm gonna do a thing right now, but yes. Um,
Okay, that's a 22.
oh, dude, you see this tent. It's kind of makeshift put up. It was rushly put up, but it serves itself well. It's by this fire, and when you walk towards it, it has this scent. Uh, and you kind of recognize it. You're like, oh yeah, that's Rolo. Um, would you like to head that direction?
Yes, and I'll plot myself outside the tent and just be like, um, I'll just sit down with like the big cup next to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll like dip the smaller cup into it and start drinking and be like, Rolo, I hope that you're awake and have a moment. I just wanted to apologize and wanted to share my big cup with you before we head to bed.
Rolo. All
You're
you see is
sharing a
Rolo's
you're
head.
sharing a big cup?
Who said that?
The voice from inside the tent.
No, not with you.
Well, that's rude. You wake me up, you yell at me, and then you get all soft and sweet and kind. And I don't know. I thought something was happening.
Why does his voice sound familiar?
Is it Mark or Mark?
Sounds like Mark.
It's not Mark.
Can you identify the voice, please?
Would you like to try to identify the voice?
Does a 22 perception give me something or no?
A 22 perception. You are sitting outside of a very strange looking tent with tapestry galore. The voice itself sounds not Rolo for sure. And sir, you're not where you think you are. You're over here.
Oh, fucking Jesus Christ.
Your intelligence didn't find the correct tent, but you found a tent like you really wanted to.
Ugh.
And pushing his head out of the tent. Well, fancy meeting you here.
Is
And
this the
you
fucking gnome that we try to save the meat for?
no, but this is Mark, not Mark, but it's Mark.
God, it's Mark. Which of the Marks is it?
It's the Mark that the other Mark didn't want to hang out with.
Well, there's a lot of Marks that doesn't want to hang out with each other, so.
Eh, you big fans of the fairgrounds? Me too. I enjoy the animals, which is why I wait. Sometimes I like to collect a few and start a small farm. And you don't seem like you're interested in this conversation even a little bit.
Theron's just gonna sigh and just be like, I'm not the most intelligent person here, as for
Mm-hmm.
damn sure.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
try to
appreciate you
find
offering me
my-
that glass, though. It reaches for the small glass.
He'll let him. He'll just let him. And Theron's just gonna be like, I'm trying to find my friend's tent, but obviously I'm in the wrong direction.
Oh, so you didn't want to meet with me? I thought because we met.
Mark, you can place your butt down and share a drink with me, friend.
Hey, thanks, man. You know, Mark has made it kind of hard to make friends lately, and it's nice to make a friend.
I'm happy to be friends. I do apologize for waking you up this late, though.
I was awake. You never know when adventure's gonna call. And a little sniffle comes from his nose.
Well, me and my crew are going to be working on a new. We have a mission coming up. If you are interested,
Oh, that's really cool. I've been really wanting to go on one lately, but no one's asked me.
well, would you like to accompany us?
I'm a little scared.
It's okay to be scared. Trust me, I'm terrified of every mission I've ever gone on.
Okay, but I mean, I would love to.
I'll even give you 500 gold from my own personal
Holy
reward.
shit! What?
That's way too much, Jacob.
I think it's not.
That's half of your money right now.
Mark looks
No,
at
from
you,
the
his
reward.
eyes go wide, and he just starts wiping his tears, and he goes, "Did I mention when I was younger I was a guard? Because I was."
Well, if you're interested, I will give you 500 gold if you complete the adventure with us.
Of course. They don't call me Mark for nothing. They definitely don't call me Mark. That lying son of a... I'm not going to slander... I won't slander his name.
All right. Well, be up early in the morning, and
Okay.
we'll talk more tomorrow. How does that sound, friend?
Awesome. I'm really excited.
I'm excited for you. I'm excited too, Fran.
Okay, I'm not gonna be tinkering in my tent. If you hear tinkering sounds, it's definitely someone else.
All right.
Okay.
Have a good night, Mike.
Also, I saw your friend go that way. He points to the proper tent this time.
Thank the fucking gods. And fucking, he will then scurry on over to Rolo.
Now, at this point, when you come up to this tent, you see a massive smoke cloud just bellowing out.
I don't know how the fuck I missed that. Rolo, you there?
What's up, my man?
He's gonna drop the big cup next to him and be like, "Would you care for some good for some decent ale? Honestly, it's not that bad."
Yeah, come on in. We'll talk.
Can I come inside, or is that like is that how the spell works? I've never used Tiny Hut before.
I can read it up
Yeah,
here.
I believe you can invite up to like 9 creatures. I could be
Yeah, you can
totally
have
wrong.
No, it's up to nine creatures. None of them be larger than large.
Okay, well that's good.
Dude, give me a
Yeah.
goddamn medal. That's a crazy ability to. I'm not good. I'm not great with spells, but I don't know why 9 felt right. I should have looked it up while we had that interaction with Mark, and I didn't.
But yeah, I'll just spend the night drinking with you, and I'll explain. I'll even tell you about the whole interaction with Mark.
Like, as soon as you enter the tent, you can't see nothing. Like, it is straight smoke.
Can I get a hit of that, my brother?
Oh, you're getting a contact high from hell.
All right. Well, I think we should wrap up this scene just because Adri has to go to bed soon.
We will come right back to that scene, actually. Adri, we find Veridity fast asleep, remembering a memory from it's a weird time of her life. It was the most adventurous she's ever been before now, and yet the most conflicted. Yeah, let's do it now. We find Veridity. Let me pull it up first.
Oh no. What do you mean pull it up?
Indeed, what do I mean pull it up? Close out all these buttons.
In a galaxy far, far away.
In a galaxy. I'm just now
very
noticing
nice.
Kevin isn't even here. Where's Kevin?
Kevin!
Veridity. We find a much younger Veridity, one that learned for adventure, ready to head off into a direction just because she wanted to, outside of the kingdom where she grew up. Before she met Theron, she had one friend that she could trust, actually cared about her, and actually wanted to get to know her rather than just serve her and be around her for the sake of clout. You don't have to reveal her name if you don't want to. But you guys find yourself just outside of your major city that you grew up in. What were you guys just doing?
I feel like we were probably either running around doing random stuff or making like little flower crowns out of like the random stuff that like we find around.
Sure. As your friend kind of looks at you and she goes, "You know, I was gonna be honest. I thought it looked hideous when you made it, but you something when it goes on, you did it feels it's right."
I'm not good at making flower crowns as you.
Well, I've been doing it for a long time, and you've been cooped up in that stupid, big, ugly building for a long time.
Yeah. You know, how long has it been at this point since I
Well,
left this morning?
well, you said you needed to go before anyone wakes up, and I can already hear the people moving their carts and getting their shops mixed up. So we should be going a lot faster than we are, but the breeze is nice.
Breeze is nice. I can sneak us in either way. It'll be fine.
Okay. Today was really fun.
I think every day's fun at this point.
And I don't want to be like overly aggressive about it, but do you think you'd be up to like do this like once a week or something?
I can find it in my schedule.
Okay. It's not I don't want to keep making crowns. I should be clear about that.
What would you like to do then?
Just it's not every day you get to just not give a shit, you know?
I understand. We'll do whatever you want then.
I think we should do whatever we both want to do. Like, some days, maybe I want to steal some eggs and throw them, at, McGree's house. That would be fun, right?
I think you can make it fun.
Okay.
I feel better when I'm around you, comparative to my house.
Well, that's just because all of their noses are stuck up in the air and mine's covered in dirt.
Yeah, but I like dirt compared to stuck-up people.
She picks up some dirt. She holds it in her hand. She goes, but it's so gross and yucky. And there's a little worm she plucks out before she kind of throws it up in the air, Stone Cold Steve Austin style.
I think it's beautiful and it has its perks.
Mhm.
As much as my life is my life, it's better to be out here.
Roll me a perception check real quick.
Mm. 10. Very middle ground.
Hey, you're not talking, Matt.
Shut the fuck up. Damn it. What a time for an ad break.
Yes.
Enjoy your advantage die. Twitch is telling me we have an ad break in 15 seconds. What I tried to say, you haven't been out of the city very much, but you do know where the guards are. There should be a guard at the gate. This is our first ad break in 2, 1.
Are we on break?
Apparently we did an ad break. I didn't know we did it. That was our first one ever. Apparently all of that was on break. So no one knows. I take back the advantage for being muted. We were on ad break that whole time. Shut up.
Nope.
Uh-uh.
Try again.
Damn
we will
it.
fight you for this.
Damn it.
Mhm.
Okay. Veridity, outside the city, and everyone enjoy your advantage die for me muting myself. You know that there should be a guard at that gate. The person next to it is just like a mathematician. They all look the same. It's not that big of a deal which one they are. You can sneak past them with words. But the guard isn't there, and that's a little bit weird. So you just kind of clock that necessarily. Your friend looks at you and goes, Veridity, is everything okay?
Something's off schedule. And it's never off schedule.
Well, I accidents happen. It's not that. Should we maybe go to a different gate? I know the southern one's. Well, it's yuckier. Or
Let's go to the southern gate. This isn't. Something's not right.
okay. Your options are turn right now, where you guys were stopped. It might be a little bit suspicious. There's a little bit more foot traffic that way. Or you could try to sneak around kind of this direction over here to your left. It's up to you.
I think.
For reference, your castle, your home, is that big castle off in the distance.
Heard. I'll take the footpath to the right.
Sure. As you guys kind of turn that direction, you're instantly met with a familiar face. He is the guy who brings the ingredients for the bakery there at your castle. And you just know him as not necessarily a name, but like delivery guy. And you've come up with a few goofy ass names for him. What would you call this guy today?
Gaston.
Hilarious. This is real life. My friend is dating a lady whose name is spelt Gaston, is spelt different, and she hates when I use it, so now I have to clip this and send it to her. As Gaston walks down the road, he looks at you confused. He goes, "You know your dad's not going to be too excited about that."
Do I have money on me as this?
Today was more of a free chill day. I don't know if you do.
I will give you a portion of my allowance if this never gets to him.
Gaston looks at you, a little bit goofy-eyed, and he just kind of holds up a little bit of his sack, lets it go over his shoulder, puts it down. You don't have to do that, man. Why don't you do this? When you eat your breakfast this morning, just be extremely excited about it. Tell them how great it tastes, how fresh it is.
I shall.
Ma'am. And he kind of tilts his straw hat towards your friend.
Tips his fedora.
It's definitely a fedora. The next person you kind of meet is looking down at the ground. I go, okay. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I got it. Okay, 6, 5, no, 7, 8, 9. And he looks up at you guys and he smiles and waves.
I'm gonna walk past him.
Okay, bye-bye.
Did I recognize that person at all?
Never. You've never met that person once before.
That's fine. I don't think I would dwell on that for long, considering the situation that's currently happening.
Mm-hmm. As you kind of reach towards the edge of town, where you know you're getting closer to the southern gate, your friend just kind of looks and goes, "You know, that guy back there, he's pretty nice. He's not quite like you and me, but he's really kind. And he's helped me out in a lot of pinches."
That's nice.
And if you ever need anything, Jark can help us.
His name is Dark?
Jark.
Shark.
Jark. With a J. You guys I'm positive in that big castle you guys do plenty of reading.
Okay. First off,
She has another handful of dirt she just throws in the air and takes off running.
I'm immediately gonna run after her.
Okay.
I'm not taking an insult lying down.
You guys head towards the southern gate, and it is a little bit more congested than you thought it would be. There are people waiting outside the gate. It's a decent lineup. It's the crack of dawn, so it's the hardworking people of your city. What would you guys like to do?
Oh, great. Okay. Dude, I need you to move around so I can actually see the paths I can take, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Do I see any clear paths that I can take with minimal eyes on me?
At the moment, so I should have put a wall here. There is like a wall, like somewhere on here. Wait a minute. I can do this. There is a wall like here, so your only path is underneath this area.
Great. Awesome. I'll take the only path I can.
Okay.
Wait, before then, can I like somehow cover my face a little bit?
How would you like to do that? How do you think Veridity would do that?
I feel like either moving like my hair over like parts of my face and also like hiding any emblems or any like noticeable signs on me that would give away who I am.
Yeah, I think you could definitely do that. I think kind of moving around your hair, attempting to like disguise yourself just a little bit. You don't have a disguise kit, but you don't need that at the moment. But it's gonna be a little bit weird. But give me deception for now.
Okay. Oh, I have plus 5. It's a 12.
Doesn't matter when you roll low.
Oof.
Wait, I have a.
You have advantage die.
Do I want it? No, what? Let's just go ahead and use it. Might as well.
Do you want to add a d6 to that? You're splitting that with Dobby.
Oh, I can. I'll have my d6 to that. You know what?
Oof.
You might want.
13.
You might want to, if you want to succeed.
Oh, you have an advantage because I did a stupid thing during an ad break, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. So we have a d20 and a d6 for entity.
You could add that one to
what
whatever
is
you get for your
that?
d20.
I'll give yourself guidance.
I don't. Jacob, I'm like. This is a flashback. I don't have any levels.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
cool.
Do you want to use that advantage or do you want to hold on to that?
I'm gonna hold on to the advantage. I'm just gonna take a 13.
Okay. As you kind of sneak through this area, the first person you meet with is the stable hand, and she knows you well because you've bribed her a couple times to take a horse out or at least around the area within the walls. And she looks at you. She looks at the sun. She puts her hand up. She goes, "Hon, it is way too late for you to be doing what you're doing. I would say early."
Shh. I'm not here. You don't see me. I'm leaving. I'm going.
You best be hustling. You
I'm
know
trying.
your daddy wakes up plenty early and he's gonna know you're not there. You better be doing something in the yard.
Yes, ma'am.
And she looks at the person behind you and she goes, "Probably alone is best for everyone in the situation."
You're probably right. You're probably
you,
right.
you look back at your friend. What do you say to them?
I feel like we have a handshake So we're gonna do that little handshake. We're gonna have a little handshake.
Absolutely.
Just part way.
Just gonna dap him up.
Absolutely. It's described as cooler than cool. Dudes being dudes. Chicks just kicking it. And the hands separate, and there's just this moment of a nonverbal. I'll see you later. And you find yourself within your father's castle walls. The sun is up. The people are about. The early shopkeepers are already spouting out what they have for the day. People who are shopping are still rubbing their eyes, but yet the sun kind of bounces off of the water fixture here, and you're home. Whether it's your favorite place to be, whether it's your least favorite place to be, doesn't matter. You are currently home.
Awesome. Fantastic. I'm gonna go where I need to be, which is probably with my lessons.
As you kind of make your way, as the sun kind of peeks through, you find yourself in the middle of the town square. Before you see him, the sun that comes over the walls is peeking off of his like shoulder blades, bouncing off of the water fixture. Your father turns and looks and goes, "Ferd, there you are." And he heads your way.
Awesome. Fantastic. I'm gonna walk towards my father.
Where have you been? We missed you at breakfast.
An amazing breakfast. Oh,
Oh,
Dude, who cares about that peasant? He's outside the walls. We don't care about him anymore.
I almost spit out my drink.
I was simply testing out a few of the spells I've been learning in a safe environment.
Mm-hmm. And was that within my walls, outside the walls? Just curious. I know how you like to journey, but if you go outside, I just ask that you please grab a guard next time.
Of course, Father. I'm sorry, Father.
God, I can't be mad at you. And he takes another step closer before you hear the thump 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 of some boots off in the distance as they get closer and closer. And one of the personal guards of your father reaches up towards his ear, whispers something. And his eyes get a little bit angry. His face gets screwed up. He goes, "No, certainly that can't be right. Not now. It's morning. Certainly someone would have noticed if she..." And he whispers in her ear again, or whispers in his ear again. "No. Certainly you must have some misinformation upon..." And there's a moment of silence, and the guard's head shakes. And his head looks at you for just a brief moment before he goes back to attention near your father.
Can I memorize this guard's face?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know him fairly well. He's with your dad all the time. For the moment, we can call him Sass.
Great. Awesome. Fantastic. Can I guess that I hate this motherfucker?
It's more of like a hate to love, love to hate kind of thing. Like you sneak out, he catches you, and you're like, "Next time..." Yeah. It's one of those. Yeah.
He's one of those.
Let's replace it with a B.
He looks at you, Sass looks at you, and his eyes are just like very full. A little bit of sorrow behind him before he like nods and like stands behind your dad.
Fuck.
Your dad looks at you with like these watery eyes that he kind of wipes with his middle fingers. Hey, Veridity, I think we should head back inside just for a little bit.
Or simply, I just nod.
Uh, and with that, the real Viridity kind of rolls in her bed a little bit. It's uncomfy. It's a communal bedroll. And as you kind of wake up, the sun is creeping through the sleepy lion. People have already started some sort of a merry song. And your morning is met with people already having fun and joyous, but yet you kind of wake up with this sense of shit. And you're not sure exactly where that comes from before you start waking up, but the longer and longer you're awake, you go, that was the worst fucking day. Whereas in your dream, you remember it as the best. Viridity, this is a beautiful moment for you to take off for the night if you need to.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
We jump. Oh, first off, thank you for having you. It's been great. Thanks for the impromptu improvising. But we find ourselves within the tent. The conversation between Rollo and Theron gets a little weird, gets a little goofy before one of them finally goes, all right, I'm off to bed. And Rollo, you kind of slip away. You look at that last little joint as it's sitting there, still simmering. A little bit of smoke comes off it, and you go, one last drag. Fuck it. And as you hit it, you hit the ground. Your face finds the beautiful, soft nature of the spell that you created. And when you pick your head back up, you are somewhere familiar and somewhere difficult for you to grasp. The sun beats down on you, the sand goes against your toes, and you find yourself upon the island that you have some distaste for.
Rollo is at this moment. He's looking at a piece of paper and he is the complete opposite of what he normally is. Like, he's cussing, he's hating life. He's like, these motherfuckers lied to me. They said it was out here. I ain't found shit. And he is like just going on a rant. Like, he's a very angry person.
Sure. As you kind of recall in this dream, it takes you a second to remember it. But what about this dream sends you kind of in that like aggressive, I wouldn't say fugue, but like just angry state? What do you remember?
He remembers that he listened to a group of people saying that there's a sandy island that's got treasure on it and whatnot, and to follow this map, and if you do exactly what the map says, you'll find it. But what Rollo wasn't prepared for is the island was massive and nothing but a giant desert island.
It's been close to a day and a half, and the living things you've seen have either tried to bite you, sting you, or spit at you. None of them verbal, none of them able to like look at you and comprehend. And every time you look back to look at the ship that dropped you off here, you just see nothing but sandy, mirrory images of just heat radiating off of the sand. The will to keep going forward is minimal, but Rollo is Rollo. It would be more fun to stick it to them and say you found something, rather than to go back empty-handed. What would you like to do?
At this point, Rollo's kind of looking up, seeing how the sun's closer to the ground than it is higher up in the sky. Wouldn't quite say it's getting ready to go down, but it's definitely past noon. As he's like, fuck. Now I gotta find a place to make a fucking fire. As he sees this bush he's never seen before. And he starts taking one of his the head of one of his bolts and cutting down this bush and making a pile out of it, and then finding some dead twigs and whatnot that he can find to burn, and slowly starts making one of decent sized fire pit and almost like a makeshift bed to lay on, so he's not laying in the dirt.
As you kind of spend a decent amount of time making this, you kind of find yourself a comfy location. As that fire kind of crackles, you see it kind of flicker and it falls back to the sand just to disintegrate within it. And then you hear this voice from kind of behind you. It just goes, "Yeah, I've been there before."
Rollo is going to, like, out of instinct, jump up with his crossbow and just, like, point in the direction of the voice. Like, who the fuck's there?
It's not that big of a deal. I'm a wanderer like yourself.
Can Rollo see it, or is it just a voice in the dark at the moment?
It is this brittle, frail. You don't know how he takes each step as the sun kind of pushes his shadow further and further away from you. He just looks at you with this like old tired face as it just like pulls and the wrinkles start to take over. And he looks at you with just sympathy. He goes, I've been where you are. I'm looking to help people like yourself.
Rollo, he cautiously lowers his crossbow, but ready to pull and shoot at any moment. He's like, "What do you mean, help?"
I think we should get a few things figured out first, son. I'm old. That crossbow isn't what you need to hurt me. A simple push, and my bones shatter like the sand beneath me. I ain't here to harm you. I've got messages.
Rollo, he takes the bolt out of the crossbow and puts it in his little holder, and then puts the bolt back in his little bolt holder. And he's like, "Care to have a seat?"
Son, that's the nicest thing I've heard in 3 or 4 days of travel. And he slowly, like, just puts his hand in the sand. It, like, pushes through. He puts his other hand on a rock before he just slowly sits down. And he looks at you and goes, "So you're the next one, huh?"
Next one, what?
You know, I follow this being who looks at the world a little different than you and me and others like us. He sees something in you, and he knows my time here is almost up.
What is this being's name?
I don't even try to say it anymore. I just call him my friend. And that seems to be okay with him. But you can't talk to him yet. And you see him start digging into a pocket, fumbling a little bit. And you can even hear him cuss just a little bit. But it's like a mild, subtle cuss. And he pulls something from a little pocket. You don't have to. He's not looking for new people at the time, but my time's up and I have just one joint left. And he says I should offer it to you, if you so choose.
Rollo looks at it, looks at the old man, and then he kind of looks around at his predicament. He's like, "What else do I gotta fucking lose?" And he takes the joint from the guy.
He grabs a little bit of ember, kind of puts it on the end of it, and he goes, There's a lot of rules you're gonna have to learn yourself. Because I'm just too damn hot to tell you about him. But he'll find you real soon.
Rolo just, like, takes the biggest puff he could possibly take.
The desert heat takes over. You take this puff, smoke kind of comes down, but mostly just the desert heat and that anger from these guys, these jerks who like tricked you, told you to come here, said that this, and then suddenly you just like everything comes out, the smoke, the heat, the anger, and you look at that old man and he couldn't be more tired. He's asleep, leaned up against a rock. A different voice kind of creeps and goes, So you Rolo, huh?
Rolo looks around and is like, now who the fuck?
No, you're not gonna see me. I'm the one I sent him. It's complicated, but I've got a deal to make with you if you're willing to just live a little bit longer.
And what is this deal you talk of?
I need a thing, and you hate a few people. The thing I need isn't here. Those people you hate, they're just over there, not too far away. I'll make sure you're strong enough to get to them.
And then where do I gotta go for you?
Well, inside that man's coat, he was a dear friend of mine, is a ticket for a boat ride. I just need you to accept that ticket, accept that boat ride, and we'll have more words later.
And what of this power? You just gonna magically make me stronger? He said. He's very skeptical at this moment.
As you kind of like sit there and wait for something, you notice your joint just kind of, the smoke simmers off a little bit.
What do you mean simmers off a little bit?
Like the consistent smoke that comes off of it is like stopped.
So like it's almost going out?
Yep.
Rolo, he'll sit there and take another hit of it and making the embers come back to life.
Well, I'm glad you figured out step 1 of how this relationship works. Step 2. I, from a few different deities, have collected a few things, and I want to share them with you. Once again, as long as we can continue to have this friendship, I think we're gonna be all right. But I want to give you what you need next. Those assholes over there deserve reckoning, I would say.
You know, this is gonna be a beautiful relationship.
As
the weeds finally calming him down.
Sure. A little bit of smoke billows up in the palm of your hand. As we jump over now to another dreamer, another person asleep at the wheel. Although cozy in the hut, cozy around the fire, the chill seeps in. Theron, it's a memory from a while ago. You remember it as not your finest moment, maybe a blunder or two, maybe the mission that jump-started this whole thing, but your hands on the grip of your primitive irons the cold has started to seep into your fingertips as you approach the place the note told you to go, and you find yourself in a cold region of your home, continent. What is the item you were supposed to bring? And the real question is Star muted? Do I now get an advantage die against him?
You wish. I was trying to I was trying to be respectful for the role play between Rollo and the GM.
Absolutely.
But the item that I was supposed to bring was the head of a neighboring tribe's war chief.
Absolutely. Just kind of put away in a sack. You're met immediately by a guard at a door. He looks at you and goes, "Oi, who are you?"
To be honest, right now, I'm not even sure. But I would appreciate it if I was allowed inside. I had completed the mission requirement for this, and he shows the note for this note.
I ain't the smartest of. They put me at the door because I don't do words so great. What do you mean you don't know who the? What? It's you just gotta do a name.
He shows the head.
Oh yuck! Oh. And he throws up immediately in the snow next to him.
Now, I was supposed to bring this to somebody in here. I'm not too certain. I just received this note, and I'm not too fucking happy about it. Now, may I please go inside?
He is banging on the door, just throwing up in the snow. The door does proceed to open. Looking, give me a perception before I zoom out. Give me a perception.
All right. That will be a 14.
A 14. Yeah, that's probably good enough to see the people overhead, bow and arrows ready, horns sitting ready to be blown, as the gates kind of open and you find yourself walking into an unfamiliar territory. Would you like to continue?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let's move you a little bit forward. You find yourself between some natural landscape, a few abandoned campsites, but some people who are above you attempting to be seen. Although they kind of dress as if they're looking to be hidden. You get the sense that maybe they're just one of many, and they just want you to know the forces around.
Theron, pissed off, is just walking.
The warmth of this area kind of leaves you as you approach a second gate. This one, however, just surrounded by castle work. Thousands of years in the making, maybe. Plenty of parts have fallen and have been patched. A strange, like, gray ooze is kind of falling from the sides of this building. And two guards kind of look at you and goes, "Oi!" And then the next one goes, "Oi! What are you doing here?"
I'm here. Man, I'm getting real fucking tired answering this damn question.
Well, the first guy at the gate ain't that smart, so we gotta ask just in case he asked wrong.
I completed a task given to me upon this note, and he shows the note.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm here to turn in the task to receive a reward.
Now, the gentleman at the front of the gate ain't the brightest of all, and he doesn't quite understand that it is quite a awful time in the morning to be doing such a thing as turning in a dead person.
I don't really give a damn. And when I killed this man, I did it in front of his family at breakfast. I'm not in the kind of mood to be caring about what time of day I murder somebody. Now, can I move on and receive my reward, or are we really gonna have a problem?
That's really up to you. You want me to bang on this door and wake everyone up inside? I can. I will. I've done it before, and I'm still standing here. I just sometimes the person asked me to hit the door doesn't stand there as much.
Amazing. And I'm sure something magical will happen this time since y'all haven't been able to kill this fucker. Now, please knock on that damn door.
One of them does kind of turn around and bang on the door. It takes a minute. He turns back around and he kind of looks at his buddy. He goes, "Okay." And the first person that walks through the door, covered in flames, head to toe, kind of erupting from its back and its fingertips. Uh, you're not quite sure exactly who they are, but they seem to be some sort of like fire priest and or priestess, someone who believes in the fire and the capability of it. But the doors remain open, and somebody with the biggest shit bird grin steps through the door. A bloody giant like cleaver in hand, a spatula in the other, an apron on, walks through the door and goes, "Oh, friend, you must be here because of the letter you got."
Yes, I did. And I filled this letter at tax.
You do know that it is breakfast time, and I'm a big advocate of making it. Would you care for some?
No, not particularly. I'm not very in the hungry mood. Honestly, I got. You do understand I'm part of the Woodland Elves mercenary group, correct?
Both guards wince at the same time. Oof! One of them even has the notion to go, "Yeah, that wasn't." Before he stops, and this person puts up a finger. Now, Goth, don't be so hasty. Not everyone needs to have a little bit of breakfast I make. I just enjoy making food for people, and it's okay that you don't want any of it at the moment. What have you brought?
He throws the head at the ground. You get
And
what you asked for.
he looks at you. Oh, to ruin an appetite. Oh, and this priest kind of walks over, picks up the head, bags it, and walks back. Oh, that unpleasantry's over. I feel much better. In your name, I didn't catch it.
Theron Wildgrove, son of the um
Wild Grove, I assume, is what you're gonna say next.
son of Captain Wildgrove.
Captain
Someone
Wildgrove.
I'm sure you've met before.
Once or twice in passing, he was kind enough to eat the breakfast I served.
I do not agree with him, and I do not like this. Personally, I don't think we should be doing business with you. Every day I wonder if I should put my irons to your head.
All of the guards tense. They all kind of like get closer, and the priest steps forward and looks at you and goes, "Those are very aggressive words to say so very far from home, little elf."
I've got nothing to lose, fucker.
I heard you have one very important person to lose.
Oh, love to hear it.
Our records say her name is Veridity, and you're looking to leave.
Theron's gonna draw his pistol directly at the priest's head. Be like, "You watch your mouth."
This gentleman with his cookware and his apron. Gentlemen, We don't have to get hostile. We have the head, and he needs his tickets. Way off of this hellhole. You looking to start something over? Starting to do something new?
I would prefer not to be a part of the mercenary group anymore, personally. My hands have seen enough blood as it is, and my virility. And he'll look at the priest with like just a dark, like a deep glare. Has asked me not to be as bloodthirsty as I used to be.
A
So
smirk just rises up his face.
I respectfully ask that you drop that damn smirk before I wipe it off your face.
The thing looks over at the cook, and kind of looks back at you, looks at the cook, and goes, I do what he tells me. And he's never once told me not to smile. So I'll keep my smile. Thank you.
Well, your smile's goddamn ugly, friend. I'm just letting you know.
A little bit of flame kind of rises up behind him. And the cook kind of goes, now we had ourselves a deal. You give me that head, I give you your 2 tickets with your names, and we wish you good luck.
That we did, and that I will hold to it. But all I have to say is if I ever come back to this damn continent, I'm gonna murder every single person in this fucking fortress.
Now maybe that's not a thing you say. We pride ourselves on being safe. I think
I'm sure you do.
Theron Wildgrove, son of Captain Wildgrove, you take that ticket and the one addressed to Veridity, and maybe we don't have to think about each other for a very, very long time.
You know, I definitely can agree with you on that one.
The doors open behind you, the doors open in front of you, and the chef kind of turns around and starts heading that way. The fire priest still looking at you. And before he steps inside the building, he turns and looks and goes, I hope you have a good time on this new world that is promised to all of you. I don't see it being much more than just one more shitty stop.
Let's hope that my end destination doesn't end at your fucking grave. Theron will walk out the other gate.
Absolutely. As you can feel the flames at your back from this creature, this priest, you find yourself kind of at the edge of the mountain. The path that goes back down to society looks further colder and a little bit more frustrating. However, you find yourself remembering where you were inside of this hut, not at the Sleepy Lion, at somewhere between 2 and 4 in the morning. And we will jump back to where we once were. And we will call it here for the night. You all have a little spotlight, a little moment, a little reflection upon who you once were. But as always, is there anything anyone would like to do before we just stop cold turkey for the night?
I think Theron will wake up pretty easily. It's not a bad dream. It's just a dream that he had that he hopes doesn't come back to fruition.
Okay. Rolo, how do you wake up? Or are you still just snoozing? Going once? Going twice?
Let me see if I.
You can have my advantage die. I was muted.
No.
No, you're good. As far as Rolo, we're kind of wrapping up for the night. Is there anything Rolo would like to do as he wakes up?
He's just really groggy. He's not used to being drunk and high.
Crossfaded.
Now the real question is, did anyone stay sober enough to wake up early to go meet with Madame Tulip?
I think I know for a fact Theron woke up early because he promised he was going to go meet Mark.
Okay. As he kind of wakes up, one of two things sit on his mind. He can't remember at the moment which one of these two things he was supposed to do. It was meet with somebody, but which one was it? Boy, it falls on you again, intelligence. Roll me a history check. Above a 12, you remember both. Below, I'll let you pick which one you remember.
There we go. Fuck. I'm going to roll my advantage.
Okay. Oh, damn.
Oh,
What did he
oh
roll?
my. Huh?
What did you roll?
A 4 and an 8.
Would you like to wake up and remember Madame Tulip or Mark?
I think he's going to go to Mark.
Okay. As you are just about there, you get that feeling like, oh, somebody's watching me. That's creepy. And as you kind of turn, there's just a whisper on the wind. It goes, friends are good to have. Knowledge is better. Wouldn't you love for me to say that again? You enter Mark's tent. And
I heard nothing. I heard nothing.
I love that. That's so much more in character. As you open the tent, Mark is fully ready to go. He has a backpack a size and a half of himself. He's just twirling up his rope, and he goes, "Is it time?"
Almost. I gotta wait for the rest of the crew to wake up. I'm pretty sure I had something else to do, but I can't remember. Oh.
Well, would you mind testing this out for me?
What is it?
Yeah, he holds a little circular device in his hand.
Do I know what it is by any chance?
It's got some sort of bendy, windy, little piece of metal with inside of it. And as he hands it to you, it spins and wiggles and stops and wiggles a little bit more, then stops again. You've never used one of these. You've always innately been really good at this, what it's asking. So this is a foreign object to you.
Oh, all right. He wants me to test it out.
Yep.
Well, Mark, I'm not the brightest of the bunch, and I just woke up. So, how would you like me to test this out, by chance?
Just think about your goal. Think about what you got to do, and hold this up. We'll kind of just see where it points.
All right. He holds up the object and just thinks about the mission that Gret Winelorn gave us.
And as you're sitting there thinking about, oh yeah, Wine Lord, it flickers and then immediately points somewhere just north of camp.
All right.
Okay.
Interesting. Is this a compass?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It holds a little bit of your soul. It holds a little bit of. And he pauses. It's got a little bit of soul in it, and now it points somewhere where you really want to go.
Whose soul?
I didn't say it was someone's soul. I said.
You did stutter there, friend, and I heard you say my soul.
It feels your soul. It uses I should stop saying words, I think. I think you should look at me as a useful tool in plenty of adventures, and if I take a soul or two from someone that we happen to come across, we should maybe all look the other way.
You're telling me I should look the other way if you take a soul?
Yeah.
Depends what kind of soul.
And that is where we will end for tonight. Theron and Mark having a beautiful conversation. Veridity waking up to the stinky but yet useful Sleepy Lion. And Rolo having his first ever crossfaded moment within the island. Um, yeah. We should pick this up in about 2 weeks, and the party can find out about Mark and his quirks. And maybe the journey will begin, but now we know a little bit more about the people that we're following, the people we're rallying behind.
I really think Mark's the devil.
The interesting point.
I
And
write
with
this down.
and with that, anyone have any fun parting words before we take off for the night?
Thanks for watching, y'all. For those who are watching, we're very excited to be. We're now an affiliate streaming platform, so we're hoping to find more people who are interested in watching our content. Thanks for being around. Hope y'all have a good night. And I hope to see y'all in 2 weeks.
That's right. That's right. Dobby, any words from Dobby before we take off?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. He says. So as always, as I like to end things, deuces mooses.